Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Rain and this is a new type of video for me. I do have another channel which is gaming, but I wanted to do some other kinds of videos and I figured that they weren't really along the same lines. So this is the first video of that type and it's a haul video. So I recently was in Japan. I've been back just over a week now, and while I was in Japan I bought a lot of stuff because I have wanted to go to Japan for years, and I must admit I like a lot of the like cutesy kawaii stuff, but I also just kind of like some of the cultural stuff as well, so there is a bit of a mix here. I am literally surrounded by bags though. I spent so much money and I don't regret it. So the first thing that I want to show you guys is this guy. So this is an official Sanrio character for anyone who doesn't know. His name is Cinema Roll, and yeah, I don't know if he's like a limited edition or something, but he is from Akihabara. He's actually from one of the claw machines. My boyfriend won him for me, who was in Japan with me. He's very determined to win something out of one of those machines, so we were in Akihabara on the first day and got this little guy from it. He's really cute. I must admit, Sanrio is always something I've paid more attention to because my best friend loves Hello Kitty. But now I'm starting to kind of get my own little collection of Sanrio stuff. But he is the main thing big thing that I got. He was a pain to get back because he doesn't fit in suitcases because he's like 3D and big and he's very soft. So he was one. He doesn't have a price. I will try and remember prices where I can, but I don't have them on them in some cases, so sorry. Okay, he's gonna go down. I suppose the next thing would be like gachapon. So gacha or gachapon, I don't know what's correct. I really like gacha, but I don't like try and collect them. I'm the kind of person that like I see one that I like, and as long as I like a good kind of 75-80% of the ones in it, I will go for it. So I should have opened these beforehand. Oh dear. How do you get into this? Oh, okay. So I got this little guy. Oh. So he is a maneki neko, a lucky cat. They had a couple of different colours, and I was actually expecting this guy to be like rubber, but he's really not. He's like solid. Like if I threw it, it would dent something. So that was like one of them. Oh, here we go. So then like you get like different colour options. So these gacha can be like 100 yen, 200 yen, kind of up to, we saw up to about 500 yen. I didn't see anything more expensive than a 500 yen. While I was there. And then, so my boyfriend is a massive fan of Gundam and Evangelion, and I think we were at the Gundam store. He's probably going to kill me because I'm probably going to get this wrong, but we were at the Gundam store and I saw this little guy. Now I actually have one of the figures that you guys put together of the panda version of this, but he is a little bear guy. I just think they're adorable. And these are, in the show, I believe they're like actually robots with a person inside. But I thought this guy was just cute, so I just decided I wanted one. Obviously you do get the other colours with that one, like I said. I'm gonna like put these on the floor. And I'm probably gonna tread on them later and like hurt myself, but I also don't have the space right now on my bed to put things that I've looked at already. These are like surprisingly difficult to get into. Like they are well made. In some places they do ask for you to put the like little cases back, and so I did for a few of them, but for like some of them there wasn't anywhere to put it, so I was like, I'd rather just take it home with me. Oh, I'm like dropping stuff all over the floor. My room's gonna be such a mess after this, and it's already not recovered from the fact that I've been in a different country. So this guy is a little, oh, his head moves. Anyway, this is like, I think it's like a little kitsune. And I actually got this guy in Kyoto. We went to the Fumi Fushinari Inari shrine. I'll put it somewhere, what it's actually called, in like a picture or something. But yeah, this was in a little gacha machine near the shrine, and I just thought he was very cute. I love kitsunes, I really do. I bought actually quite a few while I was in Japan, so there's that. Oh, this one's taped. I should have really been more like aware of what I was doing with this. Oh dear, the tape is... So I did actually leave Japan around the time of the typhoon. I actually left the day before it hit. So I got really lucky with that, I will admit. There was a little bit kind of like touch and go at one point where we weren't really sure when it was going to hit. And yeah, but we did get out. Okay, we had like no delays. This guy is another little fox, little kitsune. He's squishy. I didn't expect him to be squishy. But again, I think I got this guy from Kyoto. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing these places wrong. I've been learning Japanese, but my pronunciation is not the best. So I got that as well in Kyoto near the shrine. There were a couple of, with this one it wasn't like different colours, it was different types, I think. So there was like cats, there was foxes, yeah, like that. So they come in like different styles. And all of them will have like options. You can also go on the floor. The last one I got is actually, so it comes like this. And then you open him up. I'm going to try and be like as quick as possible about this. But yeah, and then you get a little Rilokuma. So obviously they had Rilokuma, they had, I don't know the other names. They had like the pale guy and the chick, I think. But I got Rilokuma, which is my favourite. Obviously it is because I don't know the name of the other ones. But yeah, so I think that's what I got in gacha. In terms of gacha, we did get more, but like my boyfriend got a few. And yeah, so we kind of only picked up ones that we really liked. We didn't just like go mad for them and buy like loads of them. Just the ones that we really wanted, or characters that we like. For example, Rilokuma is not as big here, so I tried to get Rilokuma ones if I saw them. Another little thing I got is, now I don't know the name of this guy. It's like a Kinder Egg. It was like a Kinder Egg, and there we go. It is a Pokemon apparently, and they were doing like basically Kinder Eggs with these guys inside, and there was like Eevee and Pikachu and Slowpoke, I think. But yeah, I got this guy. I don't know who he is. I think he must be from the newer series, because I know up to like the third and some of the fourth gen, so he must be pretty new, because I have no idea who he is. And we just picked that up from like a 7-Eleven or something like that. It was literally just a Kinder Egg style thing. Another thing that we picked up from, it was 7-Eleven or Family Mart, I can't remember, but we picked up this. Is it gonna focus? Probably not. So I really love Alice in Wonderland, and it's just lip balm. So it's like Vaseline or Nivea or something like that. It's literally just, you put it on and it makes your lips all smooth. And they had a few different characters, predominantly Disney princesses. There was like Cinderella, I think there was Aurora, I think there was Rapunzel. But I picked up Alice because I love Alice. And then I also got these. So I am a student and I love pastel, especially stationery. And I do have some pens, but I was very curious how, like, what is the equivalent of like a corner store, like a Tesco or a Co-op, like what kind of quality Japan stationery would be. And it was pastel, so I had to get it. And it comes in like 5 colours. I mean, you can see. They're just pens. I think they are, yeah, they're double nibbed by the look of things. So that could be useful. I haven't used them yet. I must admit most of this stuff has still been in a suitcase for the last week, because I have been very busy with work. I basically went straight to work from my trip, so I've been extremely tired at work, which has not been great. Maybe let's start with like the little things where I've only got like 1 or 2, or I'm not 100% sure where I picked them up from. So this, first of all, is a place called Loft. It was like a pop-up store in a place called Sunshine City in Ikebukuro. And they had like loads of stickers, and my boyfriend bought quite a few that he's like stuck all over the front of his suitcase, Karen suitcase. But I bought some Snoopy ones. So you just get a few different ones. I'm really sorry, I've got like a light shining on it. There are some missing in these because I have like stuck some of them like on his suitcase and stuff like that, but they're all ones that I had doubles of, so I think I put like these two on, that one and that one on his suitcase. So this was a place called Loft. They sold like stationery stuff, beauty stuff. It was all kind of like little things that you'd pick up, not too expensive, but they had a really good range of cute Pokemon stickers as well. I didn't pick any up because I didn't really like any of the styles that they'd done on the Pokemon I really love, so I did kind of leave it, but I think my boyfriend picked up a Dratini. Don't murder me for saying the wrong one. I also picked up these little guys. Little soot sprites. These were just, I don't know particularly where we got these ones from, but they were just everywhere. Like, you went in most stores and they had something Ghibli. So yeah, I might get some of the little, like, food that they carry and make them and, like, stick them on if I ever get around to it. I have so many projects that I don't do. But yeah, so they were just little cute things, and they're little keychains. And they were like 500 yen each, which is about £5-ish. I'm not 100% sure with the rates, but it's about $5, just under £5, something like that. So not particularly cheap, but they are branded and they are cute. So, but they were everywhere and they were about the same price wherever you went. So we just kind of picked some up. Another thing we just kind of picked up. So we expected it to be actually quite rainy while we were in Japan. The weather before we went was all kind of rain. It was middle-ish temperature, so like 18 degrees, 20 degrees, which is about 70-ish Fahrenheit. And then it ended up being really warm because they'd had a couple of small typhoons that had changed like the weather patterns. So we bought fans. So this is a hand pump fan. It is We Bare Bears. I have seen a little bit of We Bare Bears. It's not a series that I'm like a mad fan of, but I think the characters are very cute and I have seen a little bit. And this was just like, this was really handy, especially in Kyoto. It was a very warm day when we were in Kyoto. And so it was really handy to just like have this in our bags and just kind of walk around with it. There was a few other people that we saw with them as well. It wasn't like it was a tourist thing only. We actually picked this one up from a shop called Midge, which was in the Ikebukuro place that I said Loft was, Sunshine City. But we did see them at other points in other stores. Lots of different designs as well. So they were really handy. And another thing I picked up from Midge was these guys. So these are just some really cute stickers. They had a massive collection of stickers, like traditional Japanese style, kind of more goth styles, meme styles, or whatever you want to call them, but like they had loads of different ones. And so I just picked up a couple just that I liked. I really like stickers. I'm the worst for stickers though. I'm that person that like buys stickers and then leaves them on the little like sheet and just keeps them on the sheet because they look too pretty together, and I don't want to like use them and then they like fall off, or I get rid of whatever it is that they're stuck on. So I'm the worst for like collecting stickers. I have been since I was a child, I'm not going to lie. I also picked up this. So this is a blusher. It's like a dollar store blusher. Not a dollar store blusher, sorry. Like a drugstore blusher. I had actually seen it in somebody else's video, in Pretty Pastel Please's video, and I'm not good at finding blushes here. I don't quite like how strong the pigments are, but I really liked this because, if I can get it to work, so the pigment, you've already got the like the little puff ball here. And then, I don't know what that does. There's like a little thing on the side, but I don't know what it does. But basically on the bottom, you've got like a little twist. And it just pushes up the pigment and breaks up the pigment, I think. So that you don't get like the big pieces. And then you just keep dabbing it. There we go. And then it comes out more. I haven't had a chance to use it yet, but I did use the tester and I liked the colour. It's quite subtle. It's just here. I don't know how well it's coming out on camera. Because I don't really use blusher. I must admit, I don't use a lot of makeup. As you can see, I don't use a whole lot of makeup, and I'm actually more commonly like not wearing makeup. I'm doing this because I am pale and I will disappear if I don't put makeup on when I have a bright light facing me. Another thing that I picked up, oh, this is not what I thought it was. I did pick up an eyeshadow, but it's in a bag somewhere and I don't know where. So that might just be something we come across later. We'll move on to kind of the things that I bought in Kyoto at the shrine. There are loads of gift shop around this shrine. It's like one of the most famous shrines. It is protected by kitsune, and it is the shrine of the 1,000 torii gates. I'm going on a lot of information that my boyfriend gave me. I will not pretend to be an expert in all of that. But I got a little maneki neko. I really like maneki nekos. I have a little black cat myself, so I love the little black ones. And I got a little kitsune guardian because I love the story behind kitsunes, or what I know of it. I'm not an expert, but I like the idea of her being like a female fox spirit who protects. It's something that appeals to me. Another thing I got was another maneki neko. So this guy's actually a set, and I bought this because, as there's two, because I wanted to give one to my mum and my dad to have downstairs. So I have one in my room, and then they have one in like their living space. He currently is downstairs in their living space. So yeah, but on the little, like this bit here, they both have different messages, and unfortunately I'm not good enough to read them. So I'm hoping they're good messages. But that's the thing, like not knowing what they said. Like I can just about read hiragana and katakana, kind of, but obviously I don't yet know words, and I'm really bad with kanji. I'm so bad with kanji. Some more stuff I got at the shrine. So this was bought from the shrine itself. I wish now that I had taken a picture of what they put next to it. They had like loads of different like little different baskets when you get to the top of the like one of the pathways. There are lots of different baskets with lots of different things in, and there are all these little like tokens, talismans, things like that, and it's like for wealth, for good luck, for like doing well on a test, all that sort of thing. And I got this one, and I think it's a protection charm because it's a kitsune. Will not pretend, will not lie, I thought it was cute. And I like the purple strap. And they do say to like put them in your purse, your wallet, and keep them with you. So I will be doing that once I've done this video. Also, how cute is this? Like they care so much about like the way that they wrap things. But now I have to like get into it. So as I said, I really like kitsunes. So I have another one. He is plushy, and he has a little bell. I don't know where the mic is on this thing. So sound might be really bad because I have no idea where the mic is, but he has a little bell on the front, and he has a little torii gate. And it's just a little plushy kitsune. I love plushies a lot. There is a reason my boyfriend won me one. I have a plushie collection, which is growing rapidly, and he will go with it. And then, how do I get into this? So they've put like paper on it, this like little wrapping paper, and they basically stick it on so to show that you haven't stolen it, because a lot of these stalls just face out into the like pathways into the walkways, so it would be very easy for somebody to like pick something up and walk away, and it's quite a big tourist area, so I suppose they have more to worry about than if it was like a non-tourist area, because people leave things like, I was really surprised by how many bikes I walked past that weren't like attached to anything, that had stuff in the baskets, that were just like along the road, like multiple bikes, and people just leave them. Like, I get that most people would, but where I live is not a bad area, and you would not dare leave a bike around because that's asking for it to be stolen. But anyway, the next thing I got was, you guessed it, another little kitsune. This is another one of those where they're like left and right ones. Bear with. And also look, so you know which one's which. That. They So yeah, so these guys. So they're the little guardians. The little, and again they say different things on the front. But again, I don't know what they say. So I just will have to believe that they are nice things, that it's saying nice things and not horrible things, because you just have to hope that when you don't know a foreign language and you buy things that say words in that language, because yeah. Like I've seen people wear tops with English on, and I'm like, do you know what that says? Because I don't know if you'd be wearing it if you did. But to each their own. So that's those. I think that's everything we picked up, or I picked up from the shrine. Again, my boyfriend bought his own things. He bought quite a lot from the shrine because it was one of the major places he wanted to go. So he bought more than I did. For example, he bought not kabuki masks, but those kind of like full face masks. He bought little kitsunes, ironically. Let's go with this next. So I am a huge K-pop fan. I do adore K-pop. And I have kind of a few CDs that I bought while I was there. So these two are from, it was a little store in Akihabara. It's one of those where it's like 7 stories high, and each floor has got like 2 or 3 stores on it. And about the 5th or 6th floor, there was like a store selling music, mostly J-pop, but it did have a few K-pop groups in. So I bought the newest 17 album. So I bought them there for like 1,000 yen, which is like just under £10. Now I did only buy the ones that were about 1,000 yen because I can get them quite easily online and in my town centre for about £20, which is about 2,600 yen. So I didn't want to go too close to 2,000 yen unless it was like an album I really wanted. But the one thing I will warn is that with popular groups, they do tend to take out the photo cards. They do take out the photo cards. So if you're like a collector of photo cards, I would not be buying them unless you're buying them from like big retailers. I did get one album from one place that did have the photo card in, but they are a smaller group, they are a newer group, and I'll show you when I get to them. But this is the new 17, it's the Hope version. I tend to only buy one version of albums. I would love to have the money to buy multiple versions, but I don't. So, I don't, basically. What does that say? Oh, it says the members' names. Okay. I was like, there's writing on this. Another one I got was... Actually, I haven't opened this one. Bear with. So this one was a little bit more expensive. This one was 1,600. This one was 1,600 yen. And it is the dark version of Young Forever. So, let's see. It feels like there's something else in there. There is. So they've left the poster in, which is just the front of the album. And you get the CDs. Obviously they leave those in because you kind of need them. And then, yeah, just, like, as you can see, like, that's the only thing they like leave in there. Is that even the right way around? It is the right way around. Yeah, like that's the only thing that they really kind of leave in. You don't tend to get, I'm just double checking. Yeah, no, you don't tend to get photo cards, which is kind of annoying. I'm not a massive collector of photo cards. It's not the be all and end all for me. But with BTS, my friend and I, between us, we own most of the albums each. Like, we've got a copy of most of the BTS albums each, and we are still somehow missing Sugar, a Sugar photo card. It probably isn't helped by the fact that for the first, like, 5 albums I got, I only had V and RM photo cards. I genuinely had 3 V photo cards and 2 RM photo cards, and it wasn't actually until my 6th album that I got a JK, a Jungkook photo card. So I am slightly annoyed that these ones are gone, just because we really want to get that Sugar, just so that we can say that we've got the whole group. But beyond that, it's not the end of the world for me. I'm more happy to have the albums than anything else. So this is the one that I did actually, so this is from the same place as the other one, just on a different day. So this one was, again, about 1,000 yen. But they left the photo card in this one. So this is Everglow's debut album, Arrival of Everglow. I am in love with Bonbon Chocolat. I have been since I first heard it. And yes, like, so, whoop, I got one of the member cards. Onda? Is it Onda? I'm really bad with the names. I haven't fully learnt the names yet. But you also get these, like, stickers. And also, one thing I didn't know about this album, I'm, like, dropping stuff everywhere. I really should be doing this on a table, but I'm not. I'm doing it on my lap. One thing I didn't know about this is that you get a member on the CD. I was kind of stupid. I didn't realise it actually says on here, if I can get it close enough, like, CD Mia, like here. So Mia is the girl I follow when I learn the dances, and she's kind of becoming my bias, and so she is on there, and I was happy to discover that. You also get like 2 big, kind of like a group one and another member, so you get quite a lot. I like K-pop because of the amount you get, which sounds silly, but it's the only reason I can reason it for like £20 an album. I can't get them. Wallet back on. There we go. Where am I? I have put them there. So these were from a store called K-Books. Now I saw quite a few K-Books around, but most of them were doing dojinshi and like fan stuff. So there was a lot of keychains, a lot of like music. But this one, which is, we actually found it on the way to Sunshine City actually. It's in Ikebukuro and they sell CDs. And I managed to pick up, so it's another 17 one. So ironically, I do like 17, I do love BTS, which is the other one I have. But I've also somehow managed to amass a collection of CDs that are mostly 17 and BTS because they are the most available, because they are some of the more popular groups. So I have a lot of their albums. But with how much they come back, it's not the end of the world for me, because keeping up's a pain. So this is the 6th mini album, You Made My Dawn. I already have You Made My Day. This is it's a wrap-up round one. And again, with this one, I'm kind of annoyed that they took the photo cards, because there's one that goes in here. Wait, let me get my... I have You Made My Day, and I'll show you what I mean. So they have this, like, photo card, like, one of the holographic ones in there. So I am kind of annoyed that they've taken that photo card from You Made My Dawn, just because it's, like, it's different. It's, like, special to this album, and it's part of, like, when you open it, you get a member. They've also obviously taken the photo card out of this one. K-Books seem to have a massive collection of the cards. So like if you wanted specific, if you're the kind of person that like you want to always have your favorite member, they literally sell like every photo card of each member, and you can buy them just separately. They're a few $100 I didn't, as I said, I'm not a massive one about collecting them. I tend to collect them more in terms of like, so I have a couple of Jungkook cards and I have a Sungyu card from Infinite that were given to me by friends because they know they're my favorite members. The Sungyu card is actually a really cute one. A girl that was in the queue when we were on our way to see the first ever K-pop concert I went to, which is BAP, all the way back in like 2013. She was talking to us. We were like just making friends with her, me and my best friend, who was with me at the time. And at the end of it, she loved Infinite as well. And at the time I was really into them. They were like one of my favourite groups. And so she gave me a Sungyu card. A Sungyu card. I don't know if it's one from one of the albums or if it's just a fan card. But she gave me the Sungyu card. So I'm very, very like precious about that one because it was given to me as a gift. And the same with the two Jungkook cards that I have from my best friend Bunny. I don't know why I hesitated on her name then. And then I also got School Love Affair because I'm having to backdate. So I've been a fan of BTS since the beginning. You know, anticipated their debut and all that. And then didn't start buying the albums until Love Yourself? Something like that. So I'm having to backdate. So that's why I have Young Forever and I have School Love Affair. And as I said, they do, or I think they do, I didn't open this one. But yeah, they do seem to take the photo cards. But yeah, so that's another one to add to my collection. I have closed that wrong. So I think I have most of them now. I think I'm missing like Dark and Wild or something. Anyway, and then the final one I got. Now I was really, this is the only one I was actively looking for, this CD. So this is a Japanese release by Monster X. It's their most recent. Now it is £56. The only price I can find for it in the UK is £56, and I'm like, I can't argue that. So it's the X Phenomenon album. And I got it for about 18, which is still expensive, but I was like, I have to get this. I have to get this because I cannot afford it in the UK. So that's just the Japanese CD. So as far as I'm aware, you don't get anything in it. I feel like maybe I should open it to check, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't think you did. Yeah, no, I didn't think you did. So you just get the... I can never get these out. Like the little... Oh, you... Wait. You do. Now this is bought from Tower Records. Tower Records seems to be like a bit of a HMV. I'm surprised. I didn't realise you still got photo cards. But anyway, so yeah, so they're they're just selling them straight from like the companies, from the distributors. So they're not taking anything out of anywhere. So Tower Records was good. They had quite a few actually, but they are more expensive. They are more like 2,000 yen as opposed to the like 1,000 I was kind of looking for. Next, look at this. So this was another stop that we made in Kyoto. This is from the Rilakkuma, let's say at the bottom, no. So this is a Rilakkuma tea house. So they do food, but they also have like a shop on the base level. Now we weren't very hungry, so they have like a little cafe area that does like matcha and ice cream. So we just stopped there, but we also went in the shop because Rilakkuma. So that's not down. That's the bit I want. So I can't get into boxes. So I bought a little bowl, and it's plastic. Like I had no problem with bringing this back because it was plastic. It's not gonna break or anything like that. And it's also microwave and oven safe. This bowl is. It says it. I don't know if I can show you. Just in there. Yeah. So it's like, that's really useful because you don't get that very often unless you're like buying cheaper stuff. And this was 800 yen. This has the price on. It was 800 yen. I got this this was kind of expensive. This was like 1,000 yen or something, but I just kept going back to it. You know when you like just keep going to something, you keep staring at it. So it's just a little tote bag, but I thought it was so cute. And this place that they're at, they like specialize in honey. So there was like a lot of honey stuff. I'm seeing if there's a price. There is not a price on it. So there was like a lot of honey themed things as well. So yeah, there's that. I also got this. So for anyone who doesn't know, in Japan, because signatures are not quite what they are here, people tend to get like stamps. And I actually managed to get one because my real name is an adjective. My real name is not Rain, but my real name is an adjective. So I have a little stamp. If anyone can read that, you now know what my name is. But basically people will then carry around those stamps, and they have these little like purses. And they have like the little ink, and you like press your stamp into there and you stamp stuff. So I had to get one because it was cute and adorable. But yeah, so this is just a little Rilakkuma one. And a lot of this stuff that I bought was like, you could only get it from this store. Some of it was limited edition. Some of it was just that like it was only sold in that store. They also gave me, how cute is this? A little free gift. So there is a Rilakkuma Netflix series. I don't know if it's going to be available in the UK, which makes me sad. But it's just a little paper folder, which is very cute. And even cuter for being free. And like, I can't get over how adorable, like, they tape things, like, they tape all your bags together as well. Like, so cute. That wasn't bought from there, that was bought from somewhere else. Okay, I also got, it's a little like cork coaster, which I just like. I got two little figures. So my room is full of figures. I have a really unuseful room, which sounds stupid, but I'm in an attic room, which is why that's my ceiling, and it's like slanted as a ceiling in an attic would be. And so basically I have a lot of like small flat spaces that can't be used as storage spaces, so I just end up filling them with like these little guys, like lots of figures. I have already got quite a few figures. I may be thinking of, when I get my room under some semblance of like organization, of doing like a mini room tour, because it's not like, these rattle, it's not the biggest room, but it is unusually large as like a room. It's more like 2 rooms, so they just didn't partition them. But anyway, so I got these little guys. I'm dropping stuff on the floor again. I got this. It's a little fabric, like, it's just a magnet. I don't know if I can show that. No, I can't really. It's just a magnet, but I just thought it was cute. I liked the kimonos. I like the fact they're all wearing kimonos and they have little fans. So that was another thing. And then these. I bought socks with Rilakkuma on. And they're very cute. And they are like covered in torii gates. And he's got a little fox mask on. Because that's like the mask that my boyfriend got for me. His is black, but mine was like white with sakura blossoms on or something. Now, you do need to be careful in Japan because they do quite a lot of their like shoes and socks in centimetres. I'm a UK 5 and I think I'm like 23 centimetres or something. So these are pretty good. It's a bit like the one size fits all in the UK. I will say that I also haven't tried these on, so I can't actually tell you if they fit. But hopefully they will, because I love socks, especially character socks. I have a lot of socks. Like a lot. Speaking of socks, so this was in, I'm like jumping all over the map here because I didn't actually, oh wait, I've missed things from Rilakkuma. So when I said we stopped for like matcha and ice cream, I'll put a picture up of like what it looked like, but they were doing this offer and they had like multiple designs, and basically with the matcha you could pay a little bit more and get a mug. And it's like a decent sized mug. And it's like thermal. I can't get the lid on now. There we go. And it's like, it's one of those. So it's like really well made. Like, considering the fact it's, for all intents and purposes, like a free gift. And they had multiple designs. I liked this one because everything there was honey. Like, so this was matcha with honey in. My ice cream had honey on. They actually sell honey there that's like real Akuma honey, which is crazy. But also with my ice cream, I got this. I told you there was like honey everywhere. But yeah, I got a little spoon. It's just a little plastic spoon, but it's cute, and it was very much a free gift. You don't pay extra for that or anything like that. And they also provide a little gift bag for it. So you get the box and the gift bag just like handed to you. I think the box was actually in the gift bag at the time, and we've put it in there for the sake of travel and remembering. So I am going to jump around a bit, and I will try and tell you where I bought things because basically I haven't sorted this out very well. So it's not like this was the first week and this was the second week. It's like, oh, here's some bags and here's some bags. But anyway, so this was a place in Shibuya 109 called Doll Kiss, and they sell socks and tights, which is like my favourite things. I absolutely adore socks. I own far too many of them. And I'm just going to add to that collection because it's harmless. So I bought these. So they've got like little bows on the back. So you'll notice from my outfit that like this is kind of a colour scheme for me. I do love a little bit burgundy and black. I also got these. So these are ones that are like meshy at the top. So I was trying to get socks that like I didn't normally have because I wear an awful lot of ankle socks, like the real Akuma ones, and I don't really have anything else. And then I also got these. So these were just a little bit different because A, they're a different colour, and also they've got little pearls on the back. They're little cute pearls. They are stitched on pretty loosely. Like, I don't know if I can show you, there's like only one thread holding them on, so I may try and stitch those on a little bit better. But one thing that was really cute is they come on little hangers, which is just so adorable. Like, so they sit nice. But anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about how nice the socks are. This, I think we found this by accident in Shinjuku. We actually saw a Muji, and we were going to go in, but it had a massive queue of people. And we turned around and there was a store and it was selling Moomin stuff and Peanut stuff. And I mean, you'll see in a minute, there's like a whole bag of it. But I'm a massive Peanuts fan. But I also like these keychains that look like they're like old style hotel keychains. So this is for the love of Peanuts. And it's got a little Snoopy and a little... I've forgotten the little bird's name. Wood... Anyway, yeah, it's got a little him on it. You can have a go at me for not knowing. But yeah, so I just think that's a really cute thing. Like, I love the fact that that's the key. So it's like attached to it. I don't know why I love them. I've seen them in a lot of other things. One of the common ones I see is like Sailor Moon online, but this is the first time I've seen a Peanuts one, so I was very, very happy because Peanuts is really hard to buy here, apart from like the comics, but you can't really get it on stuff, which makes me sad. It makes me very sad. So the next thing is, so there was actually more that we bought from this store, but a lot of it stayed at my boyfriend's, and some of it was gifts for my parents, but it was a shop called Wabi Sabi. I don't even know if I'm showing that properly. I am. Awesome. And they do like traditional Japanese stuff, so they sell a lot of bento boxes, chopsticks, tabi socks, like the little kerchief fabric things that you tie around bento boxes to carry them. One thing I got was a little chopstick set. So it comes in a little Maneki Neko box. They did have bento boxes, but I don't have a use for bento boxes, so I didn't get the bento box. And it just comes with some just basic plain chopsticks. We did buy some really nice ones. They have some absolutely gorgeous, absolutely expensive ones there. But I loved this set. I do have a pair of chopsticks from there, but I adored this set. And it's a great one for work, because I take food into work for lunch, and I quite often take like noodles and rice and stuff like that, so good one. And I also got, it's a little chopstick like rester, and it is, I don't know if you can see that, there we go. I'm like trying to shield it from the light and it's not working, but basically it's a little taiyaki. Now taiyaki is something I first tried in Chinatown in London, and I'm addicted to it. I only had it once while I was in Japan. I actually took a picture. It was a Magikarp taiyaki and it was adorable. But I do love taiyaki. I always have it when I go to London. And so I bought a little chopstick rest that was one. Because why not? Is what I have to say. So this is, I think it was actually called this. Ami. It was on one of the floors in the same place as I got the albums from in Akihabara. And these are kind of like gacha, really. They're just little random, like, you get different styles and you build your own. So I got a real looking one. I got a damaged one, which is like little Pokemon. Very cute. And more peanuts! I'm also a massive reader. Like, I don't know if you can see behind me, there's like books. There's like way more books over there as well. That's where most of them are kept. But yeah, so these are books. So I don't actually know which ones these are because I didn't open them at the time. So humour me. I'm gonna do it now. Wait, I have to build it? I didn't sign up for having to build it. But like, look, it's got 3 little. Oh, that's adorable. Oh, wait. Which one did I get? Oh, okay, I got good rest. So it will look like this. It will look like that when I actually build it. So I might put pictures in of them built, or I might just post them on Instagram or something, because I'm lazy. And it's also kind of late. It's like nearly 11 o'clock. Because I have no sense of time. Hopefully this one doesn't require building, because it shouldn't. Did they give me a sweet? Oh no, this is a pillow. Is this a pillow? What is this? I feel like I'm not meant to eat it. Oh, I got Flareon. Okay, let me... This one I don't need to build, so I can show you this one. But I can't get into it. Because tape. So my favourite Evolution wasn't available. They only had the original starters. So I wasn't too fussed about which one I got because I love all the starters for it. But Fire is like, so when I pick a starter when I play Pokemon games, like the main Pokemon game I played was the 3rd one, Sapphire and Ruby. And I played, I picked Torchic. And I tend to pick like the fire starters. So for me, it was good that I got... Oh. I got a little Flareon. Hey. Who is called, in Japan, Booster. Apparently. It says it there. I recognise that obviously lots of these is going to be flipped, but... I still haven't figured out what the other thing is. Does it tell me on here? Nope. Okay, well, let's put that back in for now. Put you guys on the floor because I've opened you. Anyway, and the last one is Rilakkuma because Rilakkuma. Now they have like loads of these. Like they have Kirby, they have Moomin, all sorts. I just picked the ones that I thought were cute because I thought they were cute. So by the look of it, I've got this one. Again, it's kind of a build your own. And there's my little Rilakkuma. I didn't know they would build like that. You had to like build them. There's not a lot of building to do with this one to the looks of it. It just like he like stands in there and then that stands on there. But time, because I've got loads more to go through. We haven't even started on clothes. Another kind of like mostly gifty place we went to. So we found this shop by accident. We actually went to Koto City for the we went to Koto City for the Gundam store, but also for a museum that I've forgotten the name of. I will put it somewhere. And when we were going to the Gundam City, as you walk into the shopping centre it's in, there is a Hello Kitty store. So the first two things are actually gifts for my friend who I mentioned earlier, Bunny, who really loves Hello Kitty. So this is like a wet wipe holder, so it's got a little button there. And like it comes with, it's for your wet wipes. So that's a gift for her because she loves Hello Kitty, and I like to get things, when I'm buying gifts I like to try and get at least something practical. Unless they're small things, because I feel like not everyone's got space to have just stuff. But I did also buy her this little plushie. So these were limited to the store that I was in. Could only buy them there. And this was like the last yellow one they had in stock. And yellow is her favourite colour. So she's got a little yellow Hello Kitty. Now the next couple of things are things for me. I am a massive fan of Halloween. So I had to get this little pumpkin Hello Kitty. It has a sweeten, I think. But I don't know what the sweet is. Well, there's calorie information, so I'm guessing there's food in it. But what that food is, I have no clue. I haven't opened it, so as you can see. And then also, so I showed you Cinema Roll earlier. This was obviously a couple of days later, and I kind of at this point was like on the lookout for it. So I found this little, little pumpkin Cinema Roll. And then this is Kuromi, who I just thought was adorable because she's kind of like the gothy, emo-y one. And I think they're in the same universe, but I'm not 100% sure. But I just thought these were cute. These were part of the Halloween range, along with the sweets. So I just thought they were cute. They were a couple of 100 yen, I think. Yeah, 600 yen. So I can always argue a few hundred yen on cute kawaii stuff. And also, when I got to the cash out, they asked to the checkout, they asked me which free gift I wanted, and they're like these little charms. And I picked Cinnamon Roll because they didn't have a Hello Kitty one for me to get for my friend. So I just got a little cute Cinnamon Roll one. Let me see if I can get it. It's just focusing on me. Anyway, it is Cinnamon Roll, I promise. Do I have any more stuff? I do. So, another thing we found, well, the reason we were at Sunshine City was specifically because it is the home of, so this is the Sunshine City in Ikebukuro, it is the home of the Pokemon Center. So, lovely big Pokemon bag. I think they're celebrating something in Osaka, because they had loads of stuff that said Pokemon Center Osaka. I don't know if it's like newly opened or something like that. But one of the things I really thought was cute about the bag is there's a little Meowth on the inside, which is just adorable to me. And I actually bought a few things from here. So I've got another gacha. I've got a couple of gacha. Do I have gacha in here? I do. So I have 3 gacha. They were all from the same machine. So they had a bunch of Pokemon themed gacha there. So I got a little... I went to say Iceon, is that what I mean? I don't remember. Glaceon. And they all come with like a little drink. I don't know how well that's showing up. I'm sorry, like this is the first one I'm doing and I don't have any like professional stuff, but then there's a little Glaceon. I don't have anything professional, so everything's really low quality. This is my reading light that I'm using, by the way, that's facing me. That is how bright my reading light is, because I read at night in a room that's got bad lighting. I got a little Espeon. So I think they're just like really kind of cute, and they come with their little drinks. And what was the other one I got? I have 3. I got 3, and then the machine died and broke, and I ran out of coins as well. I would have kept going until I got them all, and I would have probably ended up with like 6 of the same one, because I love the evolutions. I'm that kind of collect them all when it comes to evolutions. So then I got a little Jolteon with a little Jolteon drink. I think the Jolteon drink looks like it's got Eevee on it. Oh no, this is Eevee, that's why. I'm like looking at it, it's yellow, that's why. It's a little Eevee, and then it's got an Eevee drink. So again, I didn't get my favourite. I love Umbreon, but you win some, you lose some. So I got this because I loved the design. It's the Halloween design for 2019. And I just think it's adorable that Pikachu is dressed up as Mimikyu, who is dressed up as Pikachu. And then there's a little Mimikyu. But yeah, and it's just, I liked the kind of, the different characters on it. How else did I buy those Halloween? Oh, this was like a free gift that they just put in for you. It's just, I think, a card. I picked up this guy. So pumpkins are like, I'm like crunching this bag over me talking. So Pikachu as a little pumpkin. It is a little like purse. And it's got one of those annoying little tags over it, but it comes with like sweets. There are sweets inside. More sweets. Then I got this beautiful creature. So my favourite Pokemon from the original series is Ninetales. I've got no idea why. I just kind of attached to the slightly put off looking dog. They literally have this kind of size plushie in pretty much every Pokemon you can think of. Like, you just go through the numbers and just find the Pokemon you like. Like, they have them all. So you could collect them all. I didn't, because I don't have that much money, because they are kind of expensive. This whole shop was kind of expensive. I do get it, because obviously it's the Pokemon store. And I got this. So this, if I can open it, there it is. There's a little kind of a bum bag, what I'd call a bum bag. It's a little, across the body, it's got a long strap. But it's also got this. Now this, it says you can use your phone through it. So you could put your phone in here and you wouldn't have to take it out to like text or something like that. Now unfortunately, because my phone does a lot of things by thumbprint, I don't think I'd be able to, but I would be able to, like, if I kept it open, I'd be able to put like videos in it, sort of thing. But yeah, I just like it. I've always wanted one of these cute bags because I used to be so obsessed with like Decora fashion. And obviously they have these bags in Decora fashion. It's not a bad size bag. I could probably fit a book in it. A small book, but I could fit a book in it. And then it has obviously this little section at the back. And then it has a little tiny pocket at the front that you could put like some coins in. It's fairly deep, like it goes all the way down, but it is quite tight, so you wouldn't be able to fit anything like wide in it. And anything else? What is that? Oh, yeah. I'm like trying to put things back in bags so that I don't just have like mountains of stuff on my bed when I try and go to sleep later. So first of all, I just picked up a pin. It's just the Halloween pin. I love Halloween. I love Pokemon. It made sense to pick up a Halloween Pokemon pin. And then they also gave me, this was another free gift that they give you at the checkout. I don't know how to get into it. Here we go. So mine's a little bashed and damaged because it's been through like customs. But it's a little Pokemon card. It's not like the normal quality that you'd get, but I think it was like you can only, this was something to do with like you can see again, there's like the Pokemon Osaka just there. And I think it was something to do with that, so. It was very cute. A lot of places, one thing I haven't mentioned is a lot of these places are tax-free over a certain point. So like I think the Pokemon Center was, I think the place that I picked these up was, but I didn't spend that much. A lot of them are 5,000 yen, which is just under like £50. It's like £43, £45, something like that. And then across from the Pokemon Center is the best store. So it's called Toy Town, but they also have a section of it which is just called Snoopy Town. Which was like so good for me. I spent so much money I didn't know I was going to spend. So the first thing I got was another one of those little bowls. It's a Halloween bowl. Plastic, and I think again it's microwave safe, which is my favourite thing. Microwave safe character bowls can do no wrong. I can't remember half of the stuff I bought, like some of this stuff was bought like 2 weeks ago now. Oh yeah, it's a little Halloween keychain, little witch, with a little Woodstock, that's his name. A little flying Woodstock. Now somebody's going to correct me because I probably got it wrong. The free gift they gave me, so there was a choice of different designs, but the girl just put the Snoopy one in for me because there was like Disney ones, there was Rilakkuma ones, there was a couple of other things. I think there was like a Kirby one or something. And she was like, I'm gonna put this one in for you. I was like, thank you. So that's that was a free gift. I didn't pick that up. Okay, so they had an offer on. It was like 3 pairs of socks for 1,000 yen. As I said, 1/3 of this store is Snoopy. There was a mid-section that was like other stuff, and then they had like a Rilakkuma and another character section. So for 1,000 yen, I got these 3 socks. So just a little Snoopy and Woodstock, Snoopy, and a Rilakkuma. As I said, I do like socks. I own a lot of socks, like a lot of socks. I also picked up, it's like a little Rilakkuma, like a little dish. I don't know what I'm going to put in it, but it was cute. So that came home with me. They had a whole lot of like home stuff for Rilakkuma and for Snoopy, but a lot of it was that porcelain that's made of, that kind of breakable material. So I kind of figured it would not be the best idea to try and get a whole bunch of bigger things home. So I did just pick up that one smaller thing. And the last thing I got, which is my favourite, is a Snoopy top. It's a Snoopy Halloween top. So this is an LL, which I'm guessing is an extra large or a large long. I'm not really sure. The sizing did confuse me. The first time I saw something sized F, I was so confused. But adding layers is a bad thing for me. As you can see, it does fit pretty well. Obviously, I'm wearing it over clothes and I wouldn't normally be, so that's changing the fit. But I always like clothes baggy anyway, so for me, getting it in like the largest size available is usually the right thing to do. The sleeves are pretty long, which I'm happy with because I like sweater paws. And it's a fairly decent material. It was about £15, something like that. So for that price, like to get Snoopy for me is just, I'm very happy. I'm very happy. No, I can't get it off. Oh. Without covering it in makeup. I should have thought of that before putting makeup on, but then if I hadn't, you wouldn't see me. So that's the thing. So my bed is a sight right now. One thing we did find, this was in Harajuku. This is the first thing that I've got from Harajuku. It's actually from the Disney store, where Chip and Dale are a massive thing. Now, I went in the Disney store mostly because I just wanted to see what they did that they don't do here. And one of the things they did that they don't do here was, you guessed it, socks. And I love the fact that they're like pastel as well, like lilac with little aliens on from Toy Story. And like a kind of a pinky with this like blue stitch on it. Gotta love a little bit of stitch. So I got some socks, some more socks. I also got this little guy. Now he was right at the toe point, like he was a last minute purchase. I'd already bought my one from Wabi Sabi at this point, but I couldn't resist the little stitch resting as a little chopstick holder. I think he's just adorable. You could probably, I mean, I don't know, I haven't tested it, but you could probably get him to sit against the wall. Like, he's flat on the bottom, so you could probably get him to sit upright if you wanted him to. And I also, oh, this is it. This is where it is. Must have bought this on the same day. I said earlier that I'd bought an eyeshadow, and I was like, I don't know where it is. I put it somewhere. Found it. So I picked this up. This was literally in Ueno train station. There was a shop there called Champ des Herbes. I think it was Champ des Herbes. Yeah, Champ des Herbes, which I'm guessing is French. And I saw it, and again, it was one of those things I was like, oh, I won't buy it. I don't wear any makeup. But I kept going back to it. It's just like an ultra shine, like eyeshadow. I don't wear eyeshadow a lot, but when I do, I tend to like glittery. Because I do a lot of smoke. I do smoky eyes very occasionally. And I like to add just a little bit of glitter. And this just, it had so much glitter for like how little I put on my finger. So that's what it is. Oh my word, you can't even see it. It's by a brand called Misha. I've like smudged it now, but that's what it looks like. And it was just, I just liked how like I've put hardly any on. I don't even know if you can see it, but it's so, I just loved how sparkly it was. Yeah, I get distracted by glittery things. So I just like that, and it was a bit different. It was something that I haven't really like purchased in England, let alone abroad. So I just kind of, I wanted to try a few different things. I haven't worn it yet, so I don't know how it stays on or anything like that. This is literally like the first time I'm opening a lot of these things. Leave that to the end. I suppose the next one I'll do is Uniqlo. So I do have Uniqlo here in the UK, I do. But a lot of what I bought from Uniqlo were things that were like Japan only, or like special to Japan. Again, my boyfriend bought a whole lot, and again, this was a tax-free store over 5,000. So the first one I got is again, sitting funny on me because wearing clothes underneath. But it's Sailor Moon. And this is an extra large actually, which is like nice and loose on me. And that's just like the cityscape. And is this one that's playing on the back? Hang on. Yeah, and then this one was plain on the back, but the other one I picked up specifically because it wasn't plain on the back. So I'm not going to put this one on because I want to show you the back more than the front. The front itself is pretty simple. That's literally everything that is on the front. I just liked it because it's one of the like, symbols. This is only a large. I couldn't get an extra large in this one. But the back is a panel from Sailor Moon. But it is written in like all sorts of different languages, which I loved. I just loved it. I did. So that's a thing. That's something else. I also got this little jumper, again in an extra large, the little Woodstock on it. So they had quite a few Snoopy things in, jumpers, these kind of jumpers. But I loved the colour of this one. I loved the colour of this one. And I liked how simple the design was. There was a design that I actually preferred, but it was navy. And I wear so much black that I don't really have a lot that would go with navy. So I did sadly have to not buy that one. But yeah, again, an extra large because I quite like putting stuff under jumpers as well. So, needed in a bigger size. It needs to be loose and baggy and cute and comfy. And then the last thing I got, so this isn't a character thing or anything, but one thing I noticed in Japan was that a lot of stores, oh my god, my hair is getting so crazy from trying so long. A lot of stores will do like sales just in that store. Not that brand, that store. So it's like, this is an offer in this store. And this was an offer, it's just a hoodie. I won't try it on. It's just a little cute cropped hoodie. Yeah, I just liked it. It was, I think, regular price, it was a decent price. Yeah, regular price, it's like 1,900, and I think we got it for like 1,100, 1,200, something like that. So it's like a £10 hoodie, but it's so much better quality than the £10 hoodies I'd be able to get here. And since I was in the store, it was one of those, like, I may as well get it because, yes, I can get it in the UK, but I don't have a Uniqlo in my city. I have to go elsewhere to get to a Uniqlo. I think the only one I've really been in the UK isn't the one in London. So I don't get to go down there very often. It's quite a long trip for me. So that was Uniqlo. Only a couple of things. My boyfriend bought, they have a sake range going on at the moment. So they're doing different designs for different regions of sake. They had some with Ryujin and Rojin. I'm not really sure about that. The Thunder and Lightning Gods. They had 2 tops with those on in different colours. And yeah, they were cute. They were doing quite a few like Japanese only. I just wanted the Sailor Moon ones because that's my childhood. I grew up on Sailor Moon and Pokemon and stuff like that. So next, we'll go for WeGo. I actually went to 2 separate WeGos. I'm not sure which one this one was. Okay, so this is the one in Harajuku. I went to this one in Harajuku. There's like 4 in Harajuku, but this one is downstairs. And they were having a sample sale on the day that I went. And I managed to pick up this jumper. Now, as you can see, it's got like little hearts. And they're like cutouts, like out the front of it. But they're also in the sleeve. And this was 1,000 yen sample sale. There was a few other things I tried on. But they either didn't suit, didn't fit, or just really kind of things I couldn't see myself wearing. And I also picked up, now this was 4,000 or 5,000, I think. So I also picked up some socks. So I've got little unicorn socks. I've got a little face on. Little panda socks. Because that's one of my many nicknames. Little sparkly socks that match the tights that I'm wearing today. And little, they're just little, I love lilac, and then they have rainbows on, which I of course like, because that's why it's my name on YouTube. So I just picked those up because I can never have enough socks. Or I can't. My other WeGo bag is under this mountain of stuff that I've dumped here. Now this one, I think this is the one in Ikebukuro, so this is in the same place as the Evangelion store. It's literally just out of the train station. Like, we came out of the train station, it's across the tracks. This was just a top. I saw it a few times and I liked it. And I don't own a lot of white. So I just thought this was different. And it says RayneBowe Gal. It's the wrong spelling, but it's close enough. And this is F. So is the black jumper. It's size F, which is free size. Now I wear a UK 12. I wear a 14 for like comfy, loose reasons. And this does fit, but it is not baggy in the way that it is meant to be for Asian girls. It's still fairly loose on me. Like, let's put it on. So like, it's still loose on me, don't get me wrong, it's not fitted in any way, but it is not the kind of like massively oversized look that they go for, and that's just because I'm not Asian shaped or sized. I am tall, and I'm curvy, and I'm also slightly heavier than is probably ideal. It's one of those, like, I'm not horrendously overweight, but definitely weight loss could be a thing. I'm trying to be careful because I don't want people to be like, oh, she wants attention because she thinks she's fat. I don't. I just want to make the point of like, I'm not. They're very tiny and very petite and very slim, and I'm not. So that was from the WeGo in Ikebukuro, but there are literally WeGos like everywhere. Like, let me show you. Look for this logo. Like, I'm pretty sure I saw a WeGo in Shibuya 109. So, they're everywhere. They're absolutely everywhere. Let's go with this one. So this is a shop called WC. I don't know if you can actually see that logo very well. It is white on pink. And these guys, I saw in Harajuku a cardigan version of this, but I own a Doll's Kill cardigan, not Doll's Kill, a Lazy Oath cardigan, which is very similar. And then I went into Shibuya 109 and they've got a new release, which is the jumper pullover version. So again, this is free size, sorry. But it's just cute. This was quite expensive actually. This is like a 4,000 yen top. But I adored it, and I really wanted to get something from Shibuya 109, and I really do love these kind of pastel colours, and they are actually quite hard to get in the UK. So I was like, I'm in love with it, I'm going to get it. It's different enough from my cardigan for me to feel comfortable with getting it. I didn't want to get the cardigan because even though they are very different, they're similar colours and they were both similar shapes of cardigan, so it would have meant that I had two similar items. And that was from Shibuya 109, but again, you do find this WC brand. They're the Esther bunny that like Lazy Oaf was using at one point. Again, I found some of those in WeGo. I found it in other stores, like they have stuff for that brand, so they are fairly easy to get a hold of. This store is called Retro Girl, but they seem to be doing stuff by other brands. So this is in Ikebukuro. This is literally across the road, like across the aisle from the Evangelion store. There's like one store in between them. They're on the same floor. And I was kind of wandering around while my boyfriend was in the Evangelion store, and I found this. Now I just loved it because it's so different from things you can get here. So it's a little cardigan, but it's a hoodie. It does do up like a cardigan. Again, it's an F. It's a free size. One size fits all. But I actually found that it wasn't too badly fitting for me. You will notice I don't have any bottoms bought from Japan. That is because, again, I am not Japanese sized or shaped and my hips don't fit in them, basically. So I can get my waist in some of them, but they don't stay on my hips. So yeah, so this is just a little cute cardigan. And the office that I currently work in is like really cold, and it can get really cold here in winter as well. And when I'm not in the office, I have to wait for buses. So this will be a nice kind of layer. It does feel quite warm. It feels quite thick. It is not wool, but it wasn't as expensive as you'd expect wool to be. But I just like the details, like the little ribbon around here and the hood. And I actually thought the buttons were quite cute. With a lot of these, you tend to get like cheap looking buttons, and although they are plastic, they don't look like bad quality buttons, which is a weird thing to talk about. And that is actually the brand, as I said, this was a store that did other brands, and this is M's Excite. That, I don't know if you can see that, there we go. And I did see that brand in other places, but that was where I bought things from. And the other thing I got was, again, on brand colour scheme, a little beret that does up at the back. Now, I've never owned a beret before, and I currently have yet to be able to get it on my head without messing up my hair. So here we go. So I've had quite a few people telling me that I should get a beret because it suits like the hairstyles I have, the hair colours I have. I have a tag that's pushing it out of the way. This is not on fully properly yet, but it's on enough for me to show you. It is like fluffy, it is a bit furry, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do it, I'm just going to get one. And I'm really glad I did. It's very different to everything I normally wear. I'm normally a snapback girl or a bowler girl, so to have a beret is a bit different. But I do like it, and I do think it suits the not doing anything I want it to today fringe that I have. And the length of the hair as well kind of suits this look. I'm very happy. It wasn't expensive, but it also wasn't like cheap. It's like £15 or something. But I like the fact that it's got the little ribbons at the back as well. They do tighten it, so you could obviously like get it to fit your head a little better. Or you could just have it as a pretty bow. And what else have I got? Is that it? Yeah, okay. So this is... I don't actually know the name of this store. It is a random store down Harajuku. There are quite a few of them where they have really cute stuff in the doorway. And we actually went upstairs because they said they had menswear stuff upstairs. So we went upstairs to look for my boyfriend, and then they had this rack of like unisex stuff. I say unisex, it was girls. And it's a little jacket, a little hoodie with that on the back, with like this kind of sailor girl school uniform look on the back. It is an unusual fabric, like it's kind of shiny. It feels a bit like kind of, you know, the Letterman style jackets that you get on like River Island and Topshop and stuff like that. It feels like... Okay, so I'm coming back to you like 5 minutes after the last section because my camera actually cut out. I think the card is full. It's quite an old camera, so the card isn't very large. But this, yeah, as I was saying, like it is good quality. It is worth the money that I spent on it. And it was also like a completely random find. And the last bag that I have is this one. Now some people may recognize it. It is from a shop called Daiso, and it is a 100 yen store. Now 100 yen store probably equivalent to like a dollar store, £1 store, but the quality of stuff seems to be better. So the first thing I got was, so this was 300 yen, but they do state on the items when the price is different, and it's a little travel set, so you can put like shampoos and stuff like that, and it's mermaid, so it's like iridescent, which was cute. I am being quick, so I don't have like much memory left on here, and I've talked for like hours. I also got, did I get just these ones? Yes. I got these little, so these are 100 yen each, so they're just little cookie cutters. I currently can't bake because I have a very bad oven that doesn't like to bake evenly. But we're hoping to fix that soon, so then I'll be able to bake. little Halloween stickers that look like that. Little Monsters Inc. stickers that look like this. And I loved the fact that they had like lots of different characters and like unusual characters as well. Just little like Halloween bags. They're like little plastic bags. I think you're meant to use them for trick-or-treaters. But I was like, I can find something to put in there, even if it's just tissue paper, to have like some in the corner of my room. Again, more little bags. So they're all just like plastic bags. These are little Ziploc bags. They have like a little press thing there. I don't know if I showed you, these got like little handles and also the little presses. And then these, so some of them come with like these little twine things in the back so you can do them up. And I just thought that they were really cute, and they're my aesthetic as well. Like, I love Halloween, but I also love like that, the lilacs, the pinks, the greens that go with it. And the last thing I got was these little dessert cups. So you can only see one, but he's a little smiley ghost. They're meant to be dessert cups, but they're just like soft plastic containers. So I figure like I can use them to store something. I'm sure I will find a use for them. Picked up some sunglasses. Just because, you know, never know when you'll need some 100 yen sunglasses. They are quite tight on me, so if you've got a larger head, I would not advise getting them. I've got average to small. I don't really know. I don't measure my head. But I just liked these. They were like cute. They were a bit different to things that I could buy. I don't know about the UV rating on them. It says a 99% UV cut there, but I don't know if that is true. I didn't actually get to wear them while I was there, so. I also got this as a gift for my friend who likes Hello Kitty. It's a little like headband. Again, 100 yen. They did have a couple of different characters for these, but none that I was really interested in. It does feel like towel, but it is like a lower quality towel. But it was 100 yen, and it's not a bad quality product. It's just not like you didn't spend £10 on the towel kind of thing. Speaking of towels, I got myself a little Rilakkuma one. Again, I think this one was 200 yen. But still, it's like a little tea towel. It's got a little Rilakkuma scene on it, with all the different characters. And it's just the kind of thing that, like, I'm quite far away from the bathroom, so sometimes I just need, like, when I'm brushing my hair or dealing with my hair when it's, like, damp, I just need something to, like, dry my hands on. It doesn't need to be, like, a proper towel. It's just not worth going down 2 flights of stairs to get to a bathroom for. So I figured that was a good thing for that. I also got a little luggage tag. I do have one at the moment, which is a cute little Maneki Neko from Paper Chase. But, again, a little panda. It was too adorable. This one was 100 yen as well. And then got these. So I go through phases of wearing headbands. I think I'm wearing some in some of my gaming videos. I've got a black one, and I just liked it because it's that same pattern but in like pastel colours, which really suits, especially when I dye my hair dark, because that'll happen at some point soon, I'm sure. And then just a couple of little extra things. They do quite a few keychains there. They also did like sushi themed ones, but I just liked the origami. And they had these little guys. So they had a couple of other animals, but I'm a dog person, so I just got a little... Are they Akitas or Shiba Inus? Akitas, I think. But yeah, so these are just... They have no purpose, they're just little figures. Because 100 yen figures, why wouldn't you? So for anyone curious, 100 yen is about 70 pence. I think when we went it was like 73 pence or something, with the exchange rate. And I think those sorts of things are worth that. So that is everything I bought in Japan. I know that wasn't the greatest video, and it's probably like massively long as well. I am hoping to do some other types of videos on here, not just hauls, but anywhere that you do want me to try and do a haul from, just drop a comment down below and let me know. any kind of content that you think would be good. I do have a couple of ideas of things that I want to do on here, but I don't know how soon I'm going to be able to do them because I do need to figure out where to record. I don't have a lot of surface area, and I also don't have a lot of time. I'm a student and I do work full-time as well, so I'm trying to like get videos recorded where I can, and I do need to also be aware of the fact that I need to start uploading onto my gaming channel again. I was having some problems editing, which I could have with this one. I haven't actually checked recently, but I have been having some problems on my PC with editing. So I'm hoping they're resolved and I'll be able to go forward editing, but I do need to start recording videos and getting them uploaded onto my other channel as well. So fingers crossed you guys will be seeing a lot more of me. And if you like, just drop a comment, hit like, maybe even subscribe. I don't like begging for subscribers. It feels awkward to say it. So I don't know. Anyway, hope you liked the video, guys. If you do have any like further questions about any of the items, either drop a comment down below, or I will link like my Tumblr, my Instagram, whatever. Just drop me a message on one of those about the item, and I'll try and give you more information if I can. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye!